my feel-good breakfast show.
Good morning and welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show Expresso on SABC3. Now, as the country continues to mourn the loss of Simba Mhere, it's been inspiring to see the overwhelming response from South Africans from all walks of life who are paying tribute to him in their very small and very special way, a true testament to the impact that Simba had on each and every one of us. Now, for those of us who knew him, we know that Simba loved people. He loved being around people. He cared very deeply for those that are less fortunate than him. And for that reason, his family has requested that rather than sending flowers, donations be made to a charity close to Simba's heart and the family's heart as well. It's a humanitarian organization called JAM, where Simba spent much of his time as a child as well. Now, with us on the line, we're joined by Anne Pretorius, the co-founder of JAM, who watched Simba grow up. And thank you so much for taking our call and chatting to us this morning. Now, I understand that Simba's parents worked at JAM and you had the privilege of watching him growing up. Now, when you look back at him as a child, I mean, did you ever even imagine that he'd grow up to be such a phenomenal young man, a shining star in his own right that everyone came to love?
You know, Simba always had incredible potential, always a beautiful child. I must say it wasn't until he got to high school that we started to see him really blossom and see the greater dimension of the gift that's on his life. It was such an honor for us to have him living and growing up here on our compound with the families working together. And he was just always such a lovely child. Everybody loved him and enjoyed him.
Yeah. Now, JAM was a charity that is very close to Simba's heart, because not just because he grew up there, but because of the phenomenal work that you do as well. So could you give us some background on what it is that you do and how people can also help?
Well, we're a South African-born global humanitarian organization that's been going for 30 years. At the moment, we're currently feeding 1 million children on the continent of Africa in 5 different countries. And here in South Africa, we're feeding more than 45,000 children in care centers in the informal settlements. We're helping the gogos, who are just amazing, keeping the children off the streets, and we give them a bowl of healthy food, nutrition every single morning, a little bowl of porridge. And our focus all over Africa is school feeding, because we know that with good nutrition and education, tomorrow's going to be brighter. And I think that's one of the things that was always on Simba's heart, is to see a better tomorrow, to see a better world, and to see that every little bit that everybody does can make a difference for tomorrow for those in need.
Wow, that's incredible work that you are doing, and thank you very much for playing a part in shaping the life of a young man that I think has had a great impact on a great deal many people, not just in South Africa, but vicarious, I think, through all the other institutions that you run across the continent as well, Anne.
Thank you. We here as a JAM family are really devastated by his death. We're going to miss him so much. We were so proud of him and followed the path that he walked, and he was just amazing.
Thank you. That is, of course, Anne Pretorius, the co-founder of JAM, the organization, the humanitarian organization, very close to Simba's heart. Now, if you'd like to support JAM, go to their website. It's jamsa.co.za. Once again, it's jamsa.co.za, and make your donation over there. Now, also tonight, Top Billing will be broadcasting a special tribute to Simba, a celebration of his life and his achievements, and sharing intimate moments with his closest friends and colleagues who proudly worked alongside him. And the segment will also include Simba's dad in honor of the late presenter. So catch that tonight, 8:30 p.m. on SABC3. Now, also, if you'd like to pay tribute to Simba, the memorial is taking place today from 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock in the afternoon. That's at the Rhema Bible Church, Hans Schoeman Street in Randburg. And then also Simba's funeral will be held on Saturday, the 7th of February, from 9 o'clock in the morning to 11 o'clock at the Rhema Bible Church, Hans Schoeman Street in Randburg. And his burial will then take place at the West Park Cemetery, Beyersnordea Avenue, Roosevelt Park.